What's up, people? It's Clown Fight here, and boy, I got a good video for you today, guys. Today, well, where do we start, guys? We're gonna start off with the poll I put out. So I put a poll out, guys, on my channel about Derek Chisora, guys. So this is gonna be a long one, guys, and you are gonna enjoy this because I'm gonna enjoy this thoroughly. All right, so I put a poll out saying who should Derek Chisora fight next, because as we know, Derek Chisora right now, he's about, let's have a look how old he is, man, because the guy is up there in age, but I don't think he's going to retire personally, but let's have a look at his age. So Derek Chisora is currently 40 years old. Fucking hell, this geezer is getting up there. I'll come back to this in a second, but yeah, guys, 40 years old. Anyways, put a poll out on my channel. Who should Derek Chisora fight next? Because there's rumors it might be Dillian Whyte, it might be Joe Joyce, and I threw Ngannou in there as well, just as a potential opponent, because Derek's had a lot to say about Francis Ngannou. If you're asking me, he's had a lot to say. The guy's been running his mouth non-stop. Now, the polls, it's been a one full day, and I'm collecting the results of the poll now. So as you can see, guys, 47% of you thought he thinks he should retire. Now, I'm not going to disagree with that. 32% have picked Francis Ngannou. After that, 11% Joe Joyce, 9% Dillian Whyte. Other than these three people, I don't see anyone else who Derek Chisora can fight. In my personal opinion, I don't want to see him fight Dillian Whyte. We've seen that 2 times already. Dillian Whyte has won him twice. Yes, it's a good fight, but I don't want to see that again. Joe Joyce, big juggernaut, big juggernaut. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't really want to see that right now. Joe Joyce is a good fighter, but I don't see the entertainment of Derek Chisora versus Joe Joyce. What are we getting from that, guys? What is the incentive there? You got Chisora, who's 40 years old. Where's he going to go from here? He's on his last few fights. The best fight, if he's going to... Look, now I'm going to break it down. Do I agree that Derek Chisora should retire? 100%. I think he should retire. But I don't think he's going to retire, guys. That Saudi money, guys, is not going to let him retire. And if he's not going to retire, 32% of you guys thinks he should fight Francis Ngannou. And I agree with that 1000%. I've been saying this for a while now. And guys, today, it's Derek Chisora day. Today's the day I'm going to expose Derek Chisora, because Derek Chisora has had a lot of shit to say. And I'm going to be honest, it's pissed me off now. I'm going to expose this donkey.
Donkey? Who's the donkey? You look at the donkey now. Who is the donkey now? Trust me,
I don't give a shit. I'm going to expose this guy. He's annoyed me now. I had respect for Derek Chisora. But I'm going to show you today, guys, two-faced Derek Chisora, guys. Two-faced. This guy, oh man, he's annoyed me. He has really annoyed me. So let me break this down, guys. I've got a couple of clips here of Derek Chisora, what he was saying before the fight, and then I want to show you how his tone of voice changed after the fight. And on top of that, now he's mocking Ngannou. He's literally making fun out of Ngannou for getting knocked out. So my thing is, guys, if you're not gonna retire, fight Francis Ngannou or shut the fuck up, because you are talking too much shit now. And in my opinion, I think Francis Ngannou would even probably beat you, if I'm going to be straight. But let me go through the videos, guys, because this guy is talking all that shit now. So I'm going to show you a few videos, guys. I'm going to show you a couple of videos, guys. Now, this is before AJ. This is before the AJ fight, guys. Look, when he was asked about Francis Ngannou, this was the type of stuff he was saying. So let's have a look.
Puncher, and he's a fighter. Ngannou is a big puncher, and he's a fighter. AJ's never boxed anybody who's stronger than this guy. This guy's stronger than AJ.
So he calls him stronger than AJ, yeah? Let's carry on.
Yeah, this guy is powerful. He don't have a fear factor in him. Yeah, he don't care. Yeah, so it's gonna be exciting, bro. What AJ has to do, get on the bike and box.
So he just said there, guys, AJ needs to get on a bike and box. So he's literally said, this guy's a big puncher, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's go to the next one, guys. So when Derek Chisora was asked, would he share a ring with Ngannou? This was before the fight. This is what Derek Chisora was to say. If he would share a ring with Ngannou. This is before the fight, remember?
To share the ring with that bit.
Listen, Ngannou is what we call, how can I say? You know, you got Superman.
Yeah.
Ngannou is our African Superman. Yeah, but it's because everything he's done in his life, it's always been set to fail. Do you understand?
Incredible.
Yeah, do you understand? So he's the African Superman. Do you understand? Can't
Get
be
bigger than that.
He can't. He's the African Superman. You know, he's in Hollywood. You know, he's in Saudi. You know, he's in boxing. He was in UFC. He is what everybody was trying to do, but he's just doing it humbly and gradually. Do you understand? Okay, well, you can't take credit to that. You can't take anything away from a man like that.
Yeah.
And then, so that's what I'm trying to say to you. AJ, he's got the hardest fight of his life. Yeah, it's not a walk in the park.
Just notice there, guys, he keeps saying AJ's got the hardest fight in his life. And don't get me wrong, before the fight, he was bigging him up. You seen there, he's calling him the African Superman. He's giving him a lot of respect from where he's came from, blah, blah, blah. Fair play, guys, giving him respect before the fight. Let's keep going, guys. So this is one more interview before the fight. And then I want to show you this guy's change of tone after the fight. And what I don't like about it, guys, he keeps saying here, AJ's going to have a hard fight, this, that. Watch how this guy is going to go to lick AJ's ass after this. I'm going to show you one more interview, guys.
Over to AJ Ngannou to see what Ngannou did in his last one. Excited for it?
That's gonna be the hardest fight of all his fights.
Out of all his career, Alexander Usyk, everyone, Ngannou is going to be the hardest fight.
Yes.
Why?
He just said Ngannou is going to be the hardest fight out of AJ's career. AJ took him out like he was the easiest guy. So this guy is a guy who just talks absolute shit, guys. Absolute shit. Before the fight, guys, he says one thing. After the fight, he says another. So I'm just going to carry on. Let's just hear it.
Because he has to prepare mentally of fighting this guy. Yeah. He's defending a lot. He's defending his honor, defending the boxing honor. You know, he's defending his coach's honor. Bro, it's going to be hard, bro. It's not one of those fights you can walk in and fight and then win or lose. No. That fight, you see when Tyson lost that fight? He was not the same. He was not like, coming up, hyping up on T or no, it was not. It was tame.
So he acknowledges Tyson Fury lost that fight. He says it himself. And he's giving him respect here.
Also, it's the hardest fight because if you lose to a rubber boxer, it's except, yeah. But if you lose now to a guy who's never had an amateur fight, don't think about it, you lose to a fight on a guy who came to Europe on a boat, you're fucked.
So he goes, if you lose from a guy who came from Europe on a boat, you're fucked. I don't know what that's got too much to do with it, but so these are the type of things Derek Chisora was saying before the fight. Like, don't get me wrong, he's showing Ngannou a lot of respect. Now, guys, I want to show you a few interviews here where this Derek Chisora took a 360, guys. And I'm not liking it, if I'm being honest. So this is immediately, guys, I can't show all this interview. I'm going to show you bits of it. This is immediate reaction, AJ and Chisora in the back. Look at the amount of shit and rubbish he's talking now. Now, don't get me wrong, he breaks the fight down with AJ, but watch how his tone of voice changes and look at the type of shit he's saying, guys. So let's have a look. And look how he mocks Ngannou.
TV with IF with jab, and then he read your movements a little bit of you to the body. Yeah, because you're not coming up so fast.
Coming with
yes.
Yeah.
And then suddenly,
notice how this guy said this was going to be AJ's hardest fight. Now look how he's licking AJ's ass.
in the first round, wham, boom.
Was it the first round?
No,
it must be the second.
The first round, I think you dropped. No, it was the second round.
The second round.
The second.
Three times.
In the first. No, you dropped him. You dropped him in the first, didn't you?
What round was it called off?
You dropped him in the first.
In the first round?
Yes.
Bro, you dropped him in the first round. Yeah.
What?
Straight round.
Yeah, he turned southpaw.
I didn't know.
He turned southpaw.
So you went straight right hand.
Boom.
Yeah. And then second round, I think you mastermind this shot, yeah, where you just go with your whole body, and then suddenly it's sure you can do it. Finish him.
Knockout chaos in it. But nah.
Respect to Ngannou. We're
Right,
bantering,
AJ's showing respect, but look what Chisora says next.
I don't want to say too much, but God is good. We've got to knock out onto the next. But shout out to Ngannou as well. You know what I'm saying?
No, Ngannou, amazing. You know, we like Superman. You know,
That's what you called it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Superman
yeah,
of Africa. Yeah. But I have to say this, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, you laid out, bro.
Gee, I'm so...
He just took the piss out of him again, guys. Like, look what he's just saying. He goes, oh, we do like Superman, guys, but you laid him out. Fair play, don't get me wrong, but guys, this is why it's annoyed me, because he's done countless interviews now, and he's actually taking the piss too far now. Where for me, it's getting disrespectful. Let's just carry on. Look at the laughing, guys. Look how he laughs like a donkey. Look at a donkey laugh, guys. This is the guy who Dillian Whyte called a donkey, and he's doing the donkey laugh right now, guys. Laughing at another man's despise of getting knocked out brutally. Now, don't get me wrong, AJ's only reacting to Chisora. AJ's still showing Ngannou respect. He gave Ngannou that respect. AJ's a different character. My issue here is with Chisora. He's talking too much shit now. Don't forget, man, Ngannou. I'll come on to Ngannou. We'll come on to that in a second, but this is getting a bit disrespectful in my opinion. He needs to step in the boxing match with Ngannou. Let's see what happens.
It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game with it.
I mean, like, but forget that. What's next?
See, look how quickly he switches it on AJ. This is the same guy who was saying behind AJ's back, it's going to be AJ's hardest fight, this and that. Now in AJ's face, he's already licking his ass. What's next? If AJ lost, I don't know what the fuck this guy would be saying right now. Do you know what I'm saying? He says one thing one way, but if it goes the other way, he says another thing. I don't rate this guy, guys.
What's next?
Yeah, now he wants to know what's next. So have a look at the next interview, guys. And this is where it starts to get the more and more disrespectful it gets. Each interview just gets more and more disrespectful. So this is where he's asked what should happen to Ngannou. He calls him a gimmick and he tells him to go back to the UFC. So let's have a look.
What do you think Ngannou does now after those two fights?
Go back to UFC. I'm thinking now was a gimmick. That's it. Yes, a great rock fighter on the ground and everything, but now
he calls him a gimmick after this fight to AJ. Now I'll be honest, guys. This guy is just talking the most shit. If he's a gimmick, you call him out, Derek Chisora. Now on top of that, he goes, he's a great fighter on the ground. Ngannou is not even a ground fighter. He's got MMA. He can use his wrestling where he needs to use it. So this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's telling him to go back to the UFC. Now, I agree. Ngannou should definitely maybe look to go back to MMA and UFC. But if he chooses to stay in boxing, he can definitely compete. No, I'm not saying he can compete at the highest level. But with donkeys like this, it makes a good fight, guys. So let's carry on.
Find out who he is. He's done.
All right, Del, thank you very much, mate.
He goes, we found out who he is. He's done. Guys, it pisses me off, guys, if I'm being honest. There's a lack of respect here for Ngannou, guys. Just a lack of respect. When he beat Fury, guys, when he gave him that fight, Ngannou was saying, oh, he beat Fury, this and that. As soon as AJ demolishes him, now I respect AJ. AJ is the only guy, in my opinion, who could have demolished Ngannou like that. I will come on to that. I don't believe anyone else in the heavyweight scene can do what AJ did to Ngannou. No one else is going to do it like that. Now, I'm not saying anyone in the top 10 can beat Ngannou. No one is going to knock him out the way AJ knocked him out. AJ is the top 3 for a reason, guys. AJ's got a shot to become undisputed. I class him as one of the best up there. That's what only AJ could have done it. He can match him with power, size, speed, technicality. He beat him on all areas. No one else is going to do it. Chisora is not going to be able to do what AJ done to Ngannou. I'm not saying Chisora can't win, but he's not going to be able to knock him out in that way. I don't believe that. I believe if Ngannou hits this guy, though, it would be night-night. Even if Ngannou hit AJ, it probably would be night-night, but he just couldn't get his shots off. But let's carry on. This guy does not stop, guys, and it's annoying. Let's carry on. Look at this, guys. Look what the shit he says here.
In the wake of the Francis Ngannou fight, Francis Ngannou said, look, I won't call it excuses, but he gave his reasons. Said he was feeling tired and said he woke up feeling like it's not going to be my day. What did you think about those reasons?
Now, they're talking about the excuses Ngannou's making. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Ngannou's not making excuses, but one thing I'll say about Ngannou is he gave one interview where he said all that stuff. I've not heard from Ngannou again. It's not like he's going into another interview and he's saying this happened, that happened. One thing with Wilder carried on with these interviews. He kept saying my water was spiked, this was spiked. It seems to me Ngannou gave one interview. He just gave what he recalled. He said he felt tired, whatever. He never, in my opinion, he still gave the respect to AJ. He said AJ beat me, he's a better man. Credit to AJ. I even said in that interview, even if I wasn't feeling tired, I'm not saying AJ wouldn't win. It's not like he's saying, oh, it's because of this, because of that. I've not heard Ngannou come out of another interview and say the same thing again. He's gone quiet. That's fair. He said his point. He's done. Leave the guy alone. Chisora is robbing him. Chisora is now taking the piss. He's actually now disrespecting, in my opinion. And this donkey needs to get in the boxing ring if he's going to fight with Ngannou, or shut the fuck up and retire.
Reasons when you heard him.
Yeah, fucking eat that right hand, motherfucker, and shut the fuck up. That was it, bro. You know, that was it, nothing else. Why people have to make excuses? I didn't think it was my day. You ate a right hand and you went to sleep. That's it. You know, don't say, oh, I thought it was on my day. Oh, no, there's no, motherfucker. You ate the right hand, you went to sleep, and that's it. But thank you, sir.
Cheers, Derek. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So he's just like now to that point where you're disrespecting someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, what he's saying is starting to be disrespectful. Now, you might say, nah, he's just saying what he needs to say. But guys, it's not finished. He carries on. There's another... All right, guys, and this is the last one I'm going to show you now. Look at the amount of shit the guy just talks in this interview. So I'm just going to show you the interview, then I'm going to give you my full take on this.
Who's since come out and said some reasons why he believed may have contributed to why he lost the fight, which I'm sure you would have seen.
Yeah, it's called a right hand, motherfucker. It's called a right hand, you fucking dumbass.
Look at that donkey laugh, guys. And on top of that, he's calling him a dumbass now. Guys, there's a point where, you get me, you say something to someone and like, okay, he's making excuses. You give your point, guys, but not interview after interview after interview. Derek Chisora is getting to the point now, in my opinion, he's blatantly mocking Ngannou. If I'm Ngannou, I'd even watch this and be like, who's this geezer that's just rubbing, like, just chatting shit? I'd call this geezer out. Or if Derek Chisora thinks he's all that and he wants to carry on, fight Ngannou in the ring, man. Look at this geezer with his donkey, little glasses, donkey face, just chatting shit about Francis Ngannou. Geezer, I just can't respect this anymore, guys. It's getting to that point where it's disrespectful now. And if you want to talk like this about Ngannou, call him out. Stop chatting shit and call him out.
Right, he gave his chin right there. Boom, going to snuck me out, man. Let me just go home. But I felt bad because his mom jumped in the ring, started crying and all that shit. But fuck it, man. Who gives a fuck, bro? It's a killer sport we're in, bro.
So he felt bad, and then who gives a fuck? You know what it is? The way I just don't like his attitude, guys. If I'm being honest, I just can't rate it personally. I just think that fight needs to happen, guys. Just my view. This guy's run his mouth too much, guys. He says one thing before the fight. After the fight, he says another thing. I don't rate it, guys, at all. At least AJ, he's still showing respect after. I haven't heard AJ say too much bad things. He stayed quiet before the fight. He said a little bit after the fight, but guys, he's kept quiet. This guy, guys, goes one way and the other. I don't respect it. I want to see him and Ngannou in the ring, but let's just carry on.
Your advice immediately after the fight was for Francis Ngannou really should go back to the UFC. You still see that or share that sentiment, or do you think that he still could be in some interesting fights at heavyweight? He could be, surely, couldn't he?
Even in the UFC, I don't think it'd be a big draw right now.
He can't go to the UFC, guys, because he hasn't got a contract with the UFC. But if he really wanted to, he would still be a draw, guys, right now. He definitely would, because he's never lost in MMA, but he's not going to go back there. So let's see what he says.
That Ngannou card is played out, fellas.
This guy is talking rubbish. He goes, the Ngannou card has been played out. What? Because he lost to AJ, who's a top 3 middleweight, heavyweight fighter, who's a former 2-time champion, who was supposed to do this to Ngannou. Now, Fury was supposed to do it as well, but for whatever reason, Fury struggled. AJ prepared for Ngannou and killed him. I'm not going to say Tyson Fury never prepared for Ngannou. Yes, there was no footage there, but there's no excuses in boxing, guys. He still gave Fury a performance, and I'm going to say straight, even if Fury prepares for Ngannou, there's no way Tyson Fury would do what AJ did to Ngannou. It's just not going to happen. I don't see any other heavyweight doing what AJ done to Ngannou in that fashion. Yes, you could say maybe Wilder with the one big shot, but I don't think there's anyone else out there, guys, that is going to put Ngannou away in the same way AJ did in 2 rounds. No way, no way. But I don't think Ngannou should be fighting at that top level. I think Ngannou needs to step it down. But let's just carry on.
He's done. The only problem we have with Ngannou is, and the only problem is...
How the hell is Ngannou done? Is this guy... Mate, you are out of your fucking brain cells, man. This donkey is calling Ngannou done. Mate, you're just talking a load of shit.
Is Tyson Fury made him look good.
Tyson Fury made Ngannou look good. That's what he's saying, yeah?
That's the problem. That's Tyson's downfall right now. Yeah. Everything else, Tyson was doing amazing. After that Ngannou fight, you know, his stock kind of went down because, and he goes, yeah, and then we're like, okay, you know, okay, and then suddenly AJ comes in and wipes the floor with a guy, and then you look back with a tie, and then you say to yourself, did he train for that fight? You know?
That's bullshit, man. Did he train for that fight? Look, man, I'm gonna give you my honest take, my channel, guys. Fury trained for that fight. There's no way Fury didn't train for that fight. Now, you could say Fury just doesn't get up. Because I've got another video coming out on my channel, guys. It's about the psychology of it. Fury might have not feared Ngannou. He might not have taken him as serious as AJ. I've always said AJ feared Ngannou. When I say feared, I made videos on my channel before. People start crying. How the hell was AJ fearing Ngannou? You guys need to shut the fuck up and listen to what I'm saying. When you fear someone, it doesn't mean that you're scared of them. Fear is not a bad thing. Fear is actually the thing that makes you perform. Fury showed no signs of fear. AJ did a lot. So yeah, so it's all bullshit what he's saying. In my opinion, Ngannou gave Fury a fight. And I think even if they have another fight, Ngannou will probably still give Fury a good fight. But I don't think he should fight at that level. I think he needs to drop his level down and fight someone like this donkey.
The donkey? Who's the donkey?
You look
Who
like
is the donkey now?
You know, did he train for that fight? Do you understand? You know, and then on top of AJ had the fear factor of Ngannou in a way that so much was riding on AJ. Yeah, you don't understand, bro. You know, so much was riding on AJ. Like, I cannot make this guy look good. I cannot make this guy look good.
Exactly what I just said, guys. AJ had a lot of pressure on him and he had a lot of fear. He said he had the... Chisora says it himself. He had the fear factor. He could not lose this fight because he would have got mocked. He would have got mocked. Guy, the top 3 heavyweight in the world, former champion, laid out an MMA fighter. Congratulations, guys. Why are people going on like he's beating someone crazy? AJ should have done this. This is what AJ's supposed to do. There's nothing good in this. People are just going a bit too crazy about it. Like, he beat an MMA fighter. Fury should have done it. He couldn't do it. AJ done it, but I still believe Ngannou can put a fight up with a lot of these heavyweights, especially a guy like this.
Understand? Now, those memes about Ngannou, can you imagine those memes about AJ? Nah, do you understand? So, AJ went in there, trained hard, concentrated on the fight. When he saw the opening, he took it. He didn't want to make him look good. He wanted to school him and say, you know what? You don't belong in this area.
So he just said he didn't want to make Ngannou look good. He wanted to school him 100% all the way. He didn't even want to give him a chance. That's what AJ did. I class what AJ did as a world-class schooling. You couldn't school anyone in any better way. And I don't believe any other heavyweight would have schooled Ngannou the same way AJ's done it. Now, don't get me wrong. They could drag it out. They could do 8, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rounds. And they may win by points. They can all do that. I'm not saying that. But I don't believe anyone's going to knock out Ngannou the same way AJ did it. Because AJ is a top 3 heavyweight for a reason. He's on the top of the pack. And Ngannou learned the lesson that you can't go toe-to-toe with the best boxers. If you go into someone else's sport, guys, and you take a guy who's a craftsman, who's supposed to be one of the best, and now you put pressure on that guy to say, if you lose to this guy, you're going to be, your career's finished because this guy's not even a boxer. That pressure makes diamonds, guys. AJ rose to that occasion and he finished Ngannou. But yeah, let's just carry on.
You know, the problem is Tyson made him look good, bro. So that's a problem. You know, I don't think Ngannou could be in a boxing with anybody. Even with Dylan, even with my youngest nephew, he can't be in that ring. Wow.
He says Ngannou can't be in a boxing ring with none of these guys. Dillian, even his youngest, he can't be in the ring. What a load of shit. Why don't you mention your own name then? If you're calling out Ngannou and you're saying this, just notice, guys, not once in all this shit talk. Look, if Derek Chisora is about the paper, he's about the money. I know he is, and I'm pretty sure he's going to fight again. Yeah, I know the poll said to retire, but this guy's not going to retire. And if he does choose to fight again, my question is, why doesn't he call out Ngannou? Let me tell you why he doesn't call out Ngannou. Because he's fearing Ngannou. He knows Ngannou would fuck him up. He knows himself. He couldn't do what AJ did to Ngannou. He knows within himself it's only AJ that could have done it. Fury couldn't do it. Dillian White, I don't think Dillian White would do it in that same way. I'm not saying Dillian White can't beat him, and I don't think Ngannou should fight Dillian White. I don't think Ngannou should fight Wilder. I think Ngannou needs to drop his levels down and fight someone in the top 30. You are the perfect opponent. You are the perfect donkey for this fight.
Tyson made him look good. And Tyson knows that. You know, Tyson was smoked that guy in 4 rounds, but he didn't know. So,
Derek, what do you think AJ does now? Because he's not just sit.
So he says Tyson should have smoked him in 4 rounds. I agree. If he's an MMA fighter, he should have, but that's not what happened. Now, you can't say to me, because AJ finished him and put a masterclass on him, that every other heavyweight's going to do that. Guys, the narrative before this fight, a lot of people, even this donkey himself, was saying it's going to be AJ's hardest fight. So he just talks a lot of rubbish, and it's actually annoyed me. So guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish this video. I don't want to go too long now. In my opinion, based on this poll, this is what I'm going to come out with the verdict, yeah? Derek Chisora should retire, 100%. But if this donkey is not going to retire, shut the fuck up. Stop chatting shit about Francis Ngannou. Or, if you're going to fight, call him out and fight him. Make some money. Make 5 million each. Make a couple million each. And put a show on for the fans as your last fight. And I'll go as further and say this. Let's put the stipulation down here, guys. Got a lot of people don't want to see Ngannou in boxing anymore. They think he should go back to MMA. I'll put a, how do we say this, guys? A stipulation out there. How about this? This is a very good stipulation. We could put all the marbles in for this, guys. Let both fighters get paid. Have Chisora on the right side. Let's have Ngannou there as well. This is a stipulation, guys. If Ngannou loses to Derek Chisora, Ngannou leaves boxing and never boxes again in his life. If Chisora loses to Ngannou, he retires and shuts the fuck up, man, and doesn't chat shit again. So that's the stipulation here, guys. It's retirement for Chisora, or it's continuing boxing for Francis Ngannou. Now, people are going to come out and say, he's too old. I don't want to see Chisora fight Ngannou. Let's have a look at this, guys. I want to show you properly now. I want to make sure it's correct. Okay, Chisora is 40. He's up there in age. But, guys, let me show you something right now. So, all those people who are saying, oh, he's too old, man, he shouldn't be fighting. How old is Francis Ngannou, guys? How old do you think, guys? Take a guess. 37, 3 years younger. That's the same sort of range for me. There's no excuse here. If Derek Chisora continues to fight, he has to fight Francis Ngannou, or don't fight anyone at all. Call him out. Stop wasting time, because I haven't heard one call out. Ngannou's not going to call you out. You probably have to call him out if you want to make this fight, but you're talking too much shit now. It's getting annoying. Call out Francis Ngannou. Let's get it on. Let's put it on a Saudi card. Let's put it on an undercard. And guys, I would enjoy this fight, guys. It makes perfect sense. The amount of shit he's talking about him. I wonder if he would say this to his face. So let's just have a look at his record. He's fought Usyk, lost. Fought Joseph Parker twice, lost. Beat Kubrat Pulev. Had that Tyson Fury fight. Had a Gerald Washington fight in 2023. Since then, he ain't done fuck all. In my opinion, yes, he's probably at that stage where he needs to retire. But if he chooses not to, put your money where your mouth is and fight Francis Ngannou. Now, in my opinion, what would happen in that fight, guys? I think Francis Ngannou beats Derek Chisora. I don't give a shit what you people are going to say. I don't care what people are going to come at me with in the boxing. A lot of my people watch this are pure boxing fans. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of both sports. I probably watch UFC more. But if you're telling me, Francis, you're going to be able to do what AJ done to Francis Ngannou, no fucking way, man. You're just Chisora's a guy who plods forwards. He doesn't. He just uses his engine. He keeps coming forward. A train. He keeps coming at you, but he doesn't have a lot of power. Now, I'm not saying Chisora doesn't have power. I don't believe he's got the power to put Ngannou away. People think Ngannou's got no chin, but remember, Ngannou took 3-4 shots from AJ, full power before he was finished. I believe Ngannou still got a chin on him. I don't think he's got no weak chin, but maybe I'm wrong, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. Now, if you want to finish the Ngannou legacy off, if you don't want to see this guy in boxing again, then stop chatting shit and call him out. He's waiting for you guys. As soon as Derek Chisora calls Francis Ngannou out, guys, he will make headlines, but notice how he's not doing it. I don't believe Chisora could beat him, that's why. And I think he knows he couldn't beat him. And he's saying the ship sailed, that money fight. Who the else are you going to fight for money then? If you're going to fight, tell me who else are you going to fight. You're going to fight Dillian Whyte again. Apparently, people don't want to see you fight Dillian Whyte because you already fought him twice and you lost. Do you want to fight Joe Joyce? No one wants to see you fight the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut has had his time, guys. He was good when he's coming up, but he's on a downhill slope right now. Now, don't get me wrong, he could probably bounce back, but I don't want to see him fight Derek Chisora. If Derek Chisora is going to fight anyone, fight the so-called MMA fighter. Make it a quick $5 million as well. If he's such a gimmick, it should be an easy fight for you. Call him out, make the fight, or shut the fuck up and retire. That's just going to be my verdict for today, guys. I'm just kind of in a bit of a mad one because Derek Chisora has actually annoyed me now. So, yeah, so that's just going to be my take. You leave your thoughts below and I'll catch you in the next one.